Hello, welcome to this video. This is proportion lesson 4. This is the fourth lesson on proportion, and in this lesson we're talking about finding the missing value of proportion. How do you find a proportion in which one of the values is missing? So here we are going to solve the following example. Number 1 says find x in the ratio 1:3 equals to 9 ratios x. So we are having 1:3 equals to 9 ratio x. So we can express this as fraction. That's going to be 1/3 equals to 9 over x. So we are finding our x. So what do you do now? Let us cross multiply. Cross multiply. That gives us 1 times x. That is 1 times x equals to 9 times 3. And that gives us 1 times x is equals to x equals to 9 times 3 is 27. So the value of x is 27. Number 2, it says if 8:12 is equals to x ratio 9, find x. This is an entrance examination. Then the question says that it says 8:12 is equals to x ratio 9. So we are finding the value of this x. So first of all, express the ratio in fraction. That is 8/12 equals to x over 9. Cross multiply 12 times x. That is 12 times x is equals to 8 times 9. 8 times 9. That gives us 12x is equals to 8 times 9 is what? It's actually 72. And then how do you get your x? You divide both sides by 12. That is divide here by 12 and divide here by 12. So 12 cancel 12. So our x is now what? 72 divided by 12, which is equals to 6. So our x is equals to 6. And then we now proceed to the next question that says, what number is in the same ratio to 64? What number is in the same ratio to 64 as 5:8? As 5:8. Which number is in the same ratio to 64? So this term that say what number, that is going to be x, is in the same ratio, that is put your ratio to 64. 64. What number is in the same ratio to 64 as this as me equal to as 5:8? That is 5:8. As 5:8. So we are finding the number now which is given as x. So first of all, we express the ratio as fraction. That is x over 64 is equals to 5/8. Now we're going to cross multiply. That gives us 8 times x. 8 times x is equals to 64 times 5. So 8 times x is 8x is equals to 64 times 5. Now we are going to do it this way. Divide both sides by the quotient of x, which is 8. Divide here by 8. So 8 will go with 8. So we're now left with x. X is now equals to what? Now 8 can go into 64. 8 divided by 8 is 1. And then 64 divided by 8 is going to be 8. So we're now having 8 times 5. So we have x. Our x here is now equals to 8 times 5. 8 times 5. So finally, x is equals to 8 times 5 gives us 40. So the value of x is 40. That means the number that is in the same ratio to 64 as 5:8 is actually 40. Next question is let's go to number 4. Number 4 is here. If x ratio 2.5 is equals to 4:5, find the value of x. So if x ratio 2.5 is equals to 4:5, so we have our x ratio 2.5 is equals to 4:5. First of all, let us express this in fraction. That is going to give us x over 2.5 is equals to 4/5. Of course, we are going to change this into an improper fraction. That's going to give us x over 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So we are having 5/2 here equals to 4/5. Then how do we solve this expression? These two, we are going to take these two upward. That's going to become 2x/5 equals to 4/5. So at this point now, we can now cross multiply. Cross multiply. So we have 2x times 5. So we have 2x times 5 equals to 4 times 5. Equals to 4 times 5. So 2x times 5 is going to give us, so 2x times 5 is going to give us 10x. 10x is equal to 4 times 5 is going to give us 20. To how to get your x now, you divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 10. Divide here by 10 and divide here by 10. So 10 cancel 10. And then we're now having 10 is equals to x is equals to 20 divided by 10. Actually, 0 can go with 0 then. What is now left is 2. So our x is 2. The value of this x here is 2. And then we're also having the next another question that says, question 5 says, if m over 4 is equals to 9 over 12, find the value of m. If m over 4, that is m over 4 is equals to 9 over 12. We have to find the value of this m. So what you do here, we cross multiply as usual. That's going to be m times 12. So we are going to have m times 12 is equals to 9 times 4. M times 12 will give us 12m is equal to 9 times 4 to give us what? 36. So how to get your m now? You divide both sides by the coefficient of m, which is going to be divided here by 12 and divided here by 12. So 12 go with 12, and we are left with m, which is going to be m is equal to 36 divided by 12, which is going to be 3. So the value of m is 3. And the last but not the least is number 6. And it says if 12 over 16 is equals to 3a over 20, find the value of a. Find the value of a. If 12 over 16 is equals to 3a over 20, so we are finding the value of this a. This also means 12 ratio 16 equals to 3a over 3a ratio 20. So this is going to be like this. We're having 12 over 16 equals to 3a over 20. To find our a, we cross multiply, beginning with the quantity with unknown, that is 16 times 3a is equals to 12 times 20. Now we are going to multiply this. 16 divided by 16 times 3 is going to give us 6 times 3 is 8. Then 3 times 1 is 3 times 1 is 1, plus that other one is going to give us 4, 48. So, and here we are going to have, let us leave it like this so that to make it easy for us to simplify. Now we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of a, which is going to be 48, and divide here also by 48. So as it is now, 48 go with 48, and one now left with a, which is going to be what? Let us simplify here. 4 can go into 48, 12 can go into 48. 12 into 12 is 1, and 12 into 48 is 4. And 4 can also go into this number. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 4 into 20 is 5. So at the end, we are left with 5 here. So our a is actually 5. So the value of a in this expression here is actually 5. Thanks for watching this video, and subscribe to this channel for further video. And as you do so, God bless you. And also, other videos on proportion can be found in the description. Thank you as you do so.